And welcome to an Eternium video where we're going to play through Gone Rogue. I'm going to do this over 3 videos. So the first one here will be collecting our first shard, and then remaining 2 videos will be for the second and third shards. So straight off the bat we've got Frostbolt. That's a useful skill to take. Because as we level it up, it's giving us crowd control in that it can slow enemies, so we want something like that in this event. Stop fast moving enemies getting too close to us, because the main thing we want to do is avoid taking damage. This helmet, vitality and power, which is better than crit rating, not really going to get enough crit rating for it to be meaningful through this event, so power being a better choice and vitality giving us more health. We've got 2 useful ones there, but I'm going with Immolate just because it gives us sort of some damage over time on multiple enemies. And then we'll take the belt. That's got some haste. That's handy because that will improve our hits per second. So as we get further into the event, we'll be able to attack a lot faster. So I'm just keeping my distance, trying to fight at as long a range as possible, just so that we don't take any damage. We just get rid of these skeletons. We need to be careful of arrows coming our way.
Bad guys ahead.
And just dodge anything that's being fired at us. And that's the first level done. So I want to pick a route where I can get to a merchant or a shop along the way, and the reason for that is that quite often end up with too many things stuck in the bag or in your inventory as you go through, and there's no way of getting rid of it by dropping it or salvaging it, and that can lead to problems insofar as you can't then collect a shard when if you've got a full inventory, then you can't pick it up. So it's nice to pick a route where you can definitely empty inventory by selling everything as we go through. So we're just picking off things at long range. Got hit there, didn't seem to do any damage. That's handy. Get the bracer, it's just giving us some armour. Yeah, that's useful. We take some attack speed. And we'll improve our toughness a bit. Not that we want to be taking any damage, and we've got some ability rate in there, but again there's going to be vials that we pick up along the way that will instantly reset our cooldowns, so I tend not to worry too much about ability rate. Mostly through these events it's auto attack. We've got a sword there, we'll take a quick look at that. It's a bit of extra damage, we're going to lose some power, and we don't really want that. Enchantment, handy to keep in the inventory for now though. Again, if we do end up in the case that we've got a full inventory and can't pick something up, then having some useless enchantments, we can stick it on something and free up inventory space. So we're just going to slowly pick our way through, one group at a time. And what I try to do is level up my auto attack, and I tend to try and get Frostbolt whenever I play this event because it's very handy. Crit rating and haste, vitality. Just a quick bit of inventory management. That pile of stuff at the top to be sold. I'm going to move towards the bridge because I want some room to manoeuvre if I can't take these down fast enough. couple of trinkets, so power, very handy, and deflect rating. We'll use it, but it's not particularly useful because again we don't want to be hit. Open this chest, there's another bracelet. Have a quick look. Didn't pick it up. Where is it? There we are. It's got power on it, which is better than that, so we'll take that.
Aye, aye.
And we're going to level up our frostbolt straight away. As you can see, we've got a 60% chance to slow, so things won't be necessarily charging at us as quickly as they can. Ooh, took a hit from that arrow. Try to fight at a longer range than archers can fire at me.
Yes. Look, a gemstone.
Not every chest that you'd normally get in the story maps appear in Gone Rogue.
For glory.
So there's one that would have been up in that corner as we came through, which isn't there for this run, and there's another one that would be up by those two enemies I just killed, which also not spawned for this run.
Kaboom!
Take on this elite here as well, see if it's got its chest. Yes. So a hat, vitality and power, but lower stats than the two we've got, so we won't bother with that. Now we've got a load of elites here. Got the sort of archer there, so we want to try and stay out of his firing range and take him out. Get rid of the healers. And we're through. So into a troll. Quite handy that we're not up against it time wise, so we can just take our time, pick everything off one group at a time, play it nice and safe, because the main purpose of doing the event is for the hammer at the end for getting all 3 shards. The Starforged hammer, which will let us increase the level of an item on our main character by 1 up to a maximum of 80. And since I've got multiple sets that I need to upgrade to the new level cap, and doing these events is a handy way of getting those done. So for about an hour's effort of real life time, that's not bad really, the reward. Not too bothered about the other rewards from the event, so the things like cosmetics, so I don't bother running beyond the first 3 shards. only useful thing there with that ring is it gives us a slot for a gemstone. We're going to take out any extra enemies just because they can drop the orbs there that let us level up skills. And into the shrine, don't want any of those. I've used Surge before. Frost Nova, brilliant, because that lets us freeze enemies. Crowd control, very important in this event, especially if we're on a story map where we might not have a lot of room to manoeuvre. So we've now got a 70% chance to slow. So yeah, if we can freeze enemies in place, then that lets us... Oh, that's better than deflect, so we'll take that. Parry, not so useful. Definitely take that for the shoulders, extra power. And I'm fairly sure everything else will be sold. Take a look at that ability rate and haste. We have quite a few decisions to make. We'll get rid of these anyway. Have a quick check of the character again. So we've got haste there, and what were the gloves? We've got vitality there. Ability rate and haste, power and vitality. Haste and deflect, that's worth getting. So we're going to lose some ability rate, but not too bothered about that because we've got the other potions that will let us instantly get our cooldowns finished. We'll plod through this trial again, just pick off the groups one by one. Don't want to have too many enemies where I'm having to kite around and accidentally pull in other groups. If we can fight them at distance, then that's all good. We've got nice long range with Frostbolt.
Gemstone. Bad guys ahead. Vengeance. Not your best
Need to be
day.
careful there. With certain enemies, certainly those socks or the bears, you get poison cloud when they die. And if you stand in that, we're going to lose a load of health, so we want to do stuff to, or wait until that cloud has cleared before moving on through.
For the living.
And we're nearly through this one. Lots of elites. So that's the troll done. We should get our chest spawn up here. Power over haste. Question, do I upgrade? We'll save that for later, maybe. So we'll pick off more enemies just in case they drop some skill upgrade orbs. That looks to be... oh no, there's some more up here. Haven't got a necklace, so we'll keep hold of that. 100 power will be handy. No, don't want any of those. I think we'll take thermal shock. I don't want frost beam. I'm hoping that we might get death from above, which is a handy skill to have if we end up with a map where there's lots of things that spawn on us, so we can leap in the air, be immune, and hopefully kill them while we're flying in the air.
For treasure.
So we've not got a lot of room to manoeuvre on this map, which is where our Frost Nova is going to come in handy. Power for helm, that's handy. Physical damage, no.
Indeed.
We want to shoot these archers down from as far away as possible before they start shooting again.
A strong one over here. I don't think this one was Ragadam. Freeze.
And what have we got? We could upgrade Immolate, get some more damage over time with that one. This is a problem, that's trying to hit things down these narrow corridors. We just hit walls. We've got poison cloud in front of us, so we can go into that room now, although there's another cloud to the top, so I'm just going to wait for that to go. It's gone. And we'll back off so that they can't shoot us. Immolate took care of them.
For the living. Take down the healer. Kill the summoner.
And on we go. I'm just going to regenerate the small amount of health that we've lost up to this point. And what were these? Dodge rating, crit ratings? No, they're no good. Nature damage? No, because we're not going to be using any nature abilities. So we've got a poison cloud there. We need to wait for that to clear so that we don't take any damage to health, and pick our way forward again. Okay, safe to move forward. Move back because of the charger. And we've got poison in that narrow doorway now. And poison right in front of us. We'll come up round the top, wait for that to clear. And on we go. Out these because we've got some chests that we can open, see if there's any useful things. Can't hit anything down there. We'll try again. Dodge and nature, no, we've got frost and power. I'd rather have frost and power. The enemy right in front of you and it targets the wall instead.
Have at you.
Now the chest is up the other one, not up there. There we are. Ah, necklace. Handy. Ability rate. More importantly, we can add our power enchantment, and we've got a slot. Oh, we've got movement speed and haste on that, so that helps.
Kapow! Gemstone.
And now we need to try and pick things off without pulling too many in, or if we can kill them quick enough without them all charging down towards me. Wait for that cloud to clear.
For glory.
Why can we not hit him? Something invisible in the way. The floor being deceptively flat and unobtrusive. So we've got a couple of epics. Power, no. Power and haste over vitality. The poser, ability rate and vitality. Oh, we have got the option to drop. I hadn't seen that. Is that new? Problem is it all comes flying back to you if you've completed the level. So we're on to the final part of chasing after our first shard. So what I'm going to do is clear out any small groups of enemies, because we might need to kite around. Not sure who we're going to be fighting as a boss just yet. Gorlak, so that's going to be interesting, because obviously he spawns a lot of additional fast moving lizards as we get him damaged and through his health. So hopefully our Frost Nova's going to help us there and Immolate do some damage while we're running away. And I'm be hitting the skill cooldown potions, make use of those. We are going to take some damage, I think, on this boss fight. We'll clear out the other side of this room as well.
Foes ahead.
Poison cloud there, we don't want that hitting us.
Gemstone.
Do some damage while he's frozen. So try and run away. Skills cooled down. Oh, didn't get that freeze particularly well. That's better. Got rid of them. But we're going to get some more in a minute. See if we can handle them better. Yes, we can, and they're all after us again. We've managed to deal with them with a damage overtime from our Frost Nova. Final group. Let's burn them all as well. Hopefully that will take them down whilst we run away. Brave Sir Robin, and that's it. So it should just be a case now of take out Gorlak. So that's the first shard collected, so that will be the end of this video. Just get a new ring added on, and power and vitality, it's better. Yeah, so that will be the end of this video. Part 2 will be running through to get the second shard, and then part 3 will be picking up the final shard. So I shall see you again next time.